Taylor Watch.
Welcome.
Long-awaited episode.
Welcome back to another episode.
I'm very excited for this episode. I'm just so tired.
I'm all the way up
I'm
here.
Like, okay, good. Your energy's up, which
My
is good.
energy is up. I barely slept a wink. My energy is up though. I'll crash desperately later.
Yeah,
You're
right.
coming off of a long weekend. We're both coming off a long weekend, but I spent the weekend stewing over this exact moment.
Brewing over.
So
people were like kind of annoyed that they had to wait till Tuesday to find out what the tea is, but I think it honestly was for the best.
No, we needed to do it like this.
Yeah, we're both very quick to react, so God knows what we would have said and done if we were decided to do an emergency pod or something like that. So I'm excited to dive into it.
I agree completely. Before we get into any of the details whatsoever, we obviously right now we're talking about, for those who pay attention to our socials, we're talking about the fact that I got a DM response from Scooter Braun after I made a video telling him to rot in hell. So I'm going to read that DM. We're going to give our thoughts, and then, we'll do our usual little bit of touch base with Taylor herself. And but before we do that, as obviously we knew this was coming up, we knew that we were going to be talking about this, and we told our besties at Bowl and Branch, and they said, "Oh, what?" And they wanted to be invited to the drama. So shout out to besties at Bowl and Branch, who are our sponsors for this podcast episode. We love them so much. We love them dearly. Before we even talk about the usuals with Bowl and Branch, I want to say that I got another set of pillowcases.
Oh my God.
I can't get enough of the pillowcases. Like they're just so great. But I like to switch them out.
Different from the B ones?
Different from the B ones. They're like another different kind of material. I've just been like obsessed with the website and looking and seeing all the different kinds.
Well, now is the time to set up your bed to get all nice and cozy for fall.
Exactly. And it's still a little warm, so there's still like that. I want to sleep
period.
Cool, and but I don't want to be too hot and whatever. So I just want to continue to shout out our besties at Bowl and Branch for making it happen for us.
They are slaying the game always,
as always,
and it's perfect time to get a fall refresh with Bowl and Branch, because they can turn your bed into the coziest sanctuary for crisp fall nights. Oh, I'm so excited! I was in Maine this weekend.
I was so cozy last night.
I'm so excited for these freaking cold nights. Ooh,
oh yeah,
and
that's
Bowl and Branch is the perfect sheets, blankets, whatever you need to get all nice and cozy. Bowl and Branch has it. They make the softest bedding with 100% cotton, bringing a level of comfort you never thought possible. And if you start with Bowl and Branch's best-selling signature sheets, the perfect foundation for the coziest bed will be built. These sheets feel buttery, breathable, and get softer with every wash, and you can easily add Bowl and Branch's bed blankets, duvets, and quilts without making your bed feel too heavy or hot, which is so clutch, because in the fall it's like you gotta find that perfect in between. You gotta find that
right perfect temp. And I'll tell you what, this does give you the perfect in between. Like I'm also someone who's struggled with that forever. I'm usually on the cold side. Like it's rare that I'm like overheating in bed, but it's been a hot ass summer, and Bowl and Branch has saved my life. So shout out. And Bowl and Branch is also loved by millions of sleepers, and they offer free design consultations so you can build your dreamiest bed with a dedicated stylist. And best of all, Bowl and Branch gives you 30-night worry-free guarantee with free shipping. That's a whole month
of trying out these, perfect for fall. You want to find out a nice new cozy bed for October. Like, what's the vibe? What's the color scheme you're gonna pick? You never know. You can change your mind at any second.
Switch it up.
30-night worry-free guarantee with free shipping and returns on all U.S. orders of $100 or more. And start getting your best sleep this fall with Bowl and Branch. Enjoy 15% off plus free shipping on your first set of sheets at bowlandbranch.com with promo code TaylorWatch. That's Bowl and Branch, BOLLAND branch.com, promo code TaylorWatch for 15% off and free shipping. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
Woo! Okay. So let's rewind back all the way to Thursday, because this we didn't talk about this on the pod. Because it happened like right around the same time we were recording, or right after, so it was just like we didn't include it. So that's why I made a talking shit video about it, knowing that we would eventually talk shit about it today. But Scooter Braun, public enemy number one, we all know this.
Yep.
Has just come out of the woodwork. To be honest, like I had kind of, not that I never forget about Scooter Braun.
Yeah.
But he wasn't top of mind.
He's kind of
fallen to the wayside.
Yeah.
He
because he's not a manager anymore, right?
No, he's not a manager anymore. Or I don't know exactly what his current title is or what his current life is, but I do know that he is no longer a manager to the likes of Justin Bieber,
Ariana Grande,
Demi, like all the people that he was a big manager to. And it seems as if he's given up the manager life and he's now opening this new thing. It's like Hybe America. It's like a K-pop
right,
like,
I remember you said something about that
company.
Yeah, okay.
And he's been doing that, and right at this exact time, actually, which makes me think that he's maybe trying to get rid of some press or move some press around, is that one of the boy bands that he just put together, the like main guy in the boy band is like in hot water for sexual assault. Like, it's a whole thing. So that, and that's his own issue. I'm not blaming Scooter Braun for that, but I'm saying that that's going on right now. So suddenly Scooter Braun is back in the news, and I think that he, in order to kind of take the heat off of his new projects, he decided to include himself back into the narrative that is around Taylor Swift, which of course we don't like,
and it was
and
just the weirdest.
It was weird as fuck.
Unnecessary Instagram post, and then he was like, "It's a joke." Like,
no,
he's a
dumb
joke.
fuck. He's a dumb fuck, Gia.
No one's laughing.
Okay. So what he did was post 2 Instagram stories. The first one being he shared a post that had the cover of that, like, Taylor Swift versus Scooter Braun, Bad Blood,
the HBO documentary.
Yeah, the HBO thing, which we still are like, I know that it did not originate with HBO. Like, it used to be on Hulu, and it came from somewhere else. I tried to do a deep dive on it this weekend, and whoever
maybe
like,
it is Hulu. I don't remember.
No, it was. It's on HBO now. But it was first on Hulu.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, it's very hard, and I don't know if this is now it's very hard to find or whatever. Maybe I should have looked at this 6 months ago, but it's not easy to find exactly who worked on that project. Like, it's been shoveled around. It's kind of vague. Like, it's not so easy to find, which I don't know why that is, but it came out. We have said on this podcast that we weren't going to watch it. We went into it like, it's just, we know that Taylor wasn't involved. We're not going to give them clicks. It seemed like a money grab, whatever. And that was it. Some people have watched it. They said that it's a bunch of bullshit, and so that's all I needed. Really. Yeah. And so Scooter shared this thing on his stories and goes, "I finally watched it." ... Which, like, fuck off. Finally watched it, boy.
Cares.
You paid to have this made. Like, let's not pretend like you didn't have a hand in the final cut.
Like, finally watched it.
Like,
of course you watched it because you're obsessed with yourself.
Because you're obsessed with yourself. Like, of course you watch it. Right. Like, also, how embarrassing to be like watching a documentary about yourself. Yeah. So embarrassing. Like, in a feud, not even talk about your life.
Do you not remember what happened? Like,
no,
you were there.
Yeah. No, of course he doesn't remember what happened because it's all revisionist history for him. So anyway, so he posts that, and then in the same breath, shares a story of a report about the party that Taylor Swift had in Rhode Island with all of her friends, or like how she had all of her friends there for the weekend. Shared it and commented, "Why wasn't I invited to this?" And then at the bottom, #laugh a little. Is what he says.
Okay, Scooter.
As if, like, enough time has passed.
So funny. Yeah.
No, like, I just don't understand. Like, what are you trying to do?
He's, like, grasping for, like, nothing. Like, what can I hold on to of this Taylor Swift feud?
It's just, we got a little bit of a spat, and we'll get over it. Time has passed, and we're over it. It's been 5 years. Let's all forget about it. 5 years is not very long, by the way. And I just think that it was, for what? For what reason are you posting these things? So at first, we see this. It's happening. I'm like, fuck this guy. Like, we're not even going to give him attention, whatever. Yeah. Then, of course, I can't stay quiet. I gotta. If a bitch out is presented, I need to take advantage.
Hey.
So, as usual, just a little bitch out green screen video. The usual. Yeah. Nothing new. And in the video, I said, like, rotten hell, burn in hell, et cetera, et cetera. You know, my usual drama.
Yeah.
And then I got a DM at 12:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time from Scooter Braun himself. And I will read that DM now. Hold on. I'm not trying to be dramatic. I got iced coffee with no lid on it. Da, da, da. Oh, y'all. First of all, when I got this DM, I was still awake, like, in the night. Yeah. And I couldn't believe my fucking eyeballs. Like, I couldn't believe my eyeballs, truly. So, okay. This is the DM. 12:50 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. A friend, what do you think Scooter sounds like?
Like condescending, like,
yeah,
like friend sent me that.
All right, I'm gonna do it like that. All right. A friend sent me your post. I'm sorry you have such strong feelings towards me. If you ever decided to actually look at the facts of what happened, you might feel differently. I chose still choose to hold no ill will.
Of course.
That kills me. It's all unfortunate. Sorry you feel so strongly, especially towards a stranger. If we ever do cross paths, know that you will only be met with kindness.
Oh. Oh my God, Scooter Braun, you're literally a saint. Oh my God, you're so nice and kind.
Thank you, Scooter, to meet me with kindness for when we cross paths. For when we cross paths, G. When I run into him on the fucking street, when I run into him at the parties that I go to, in Hollywood.
Wow, Scooter, you are such a bigger person.
You're the bigger person.
Yeah, way to
You're
really
the bigger
be
guy.
kind.
Listen, if you didn't reach out to me, Scooter, I thought like, wow, I would literally murder someone for Taylor Swift if she asked me to. But now that I got this DM from you,
Actually,
my mind has changed.
We actually love you.
I feel differently now. I feel differently. I've got the facts.
Yeah.
Like, shut the fuck
And wait,
up.
and clearly,
Shut up.
No,
Like, it makes no
literally.
sense. It makes no sense.
And clearly he doesn't have the facts if he had to
No.
rewatch the
No.
documentary because he didn't know what he was getting himself into.
Fucking
clearly.
obviously.
Ugh.
So obviously we know this. We know that this man sent me this DM
Yeah.
knowing that it was going to be public.
Yeah.
And I am very, very convinced that there were ulterior motives. Like, I don't exactly know what he thinks.
No, I'm 100%
come of
convinced
this.
that he sent you that DM trying to be the bigger person, kill
Yeah.
him with kindness type
Yep.
of thing. And then you would share that and then people would be like, "Oh wait, like
Yeah.
he actually is nice." Like you like kind of came after him and he was like, "I'll treat you with kindness, whatever."
100%.
And that's just never going to happen because we see right through your bullshit.
We see through it, and
Yeah.
that's what's both embarrassing and insulting to me and us
Yeah.
as a unit, to not be able to notice that we're getting worked right now. Like, you
Yeah.
don't think that we see through this
Yeah,
bullshit. Like,
yeah.
I don't understand how he. Like, he really must think we're fucking stupid. Like, that's what I
Yeah,
don't get.
no.
And here's the flip side of things. If this is like, we could have just ignored this entirely and not
Yeah.
mentioned it or whatever,
Yeah.
not given him the press, not
Yeah,
giving
yeah.
him the whatever, not brought him back in the news, whatever. But he inserted himself in the situation. He went out of his way to DM me. He thinks he's being slick. He thinks he's doing something that's gonna get
wonder
people to
who
like
was his
watch
friend.
this documentary and like all this
Yeah.
bullshit. Like, I think that really is it.
Yeah.
Oh, Gia, who's his friend? Nobody. He's searching himself on Twitter. Like, a friend sent me this. Oh, I'm sorry. A
Yeah.
friend sent you a video where someone tells you to rot in hell multiple times and calls you an asshole and a stupid
yeah,
pig.
I know. Like, what
kind
friend
of
is like,
friend
"Hey, you
is
should
that?
watch this."
No, like, that's not a friend. And
Yeah.
if you did get it sent by a friend, like, that's not your fucking friend.
Yeah.
Like, get rid of that friend. But I think that he certainly was searching his name on Twitter and is trying to pretend like he didn't.
Maybe
just
he
do
was
that.
trying to see like what people are saying after he posted
Absolutely
the stories.
Absolutely, he was.
It was to me like every part of that seems very tactical. The story
Absolutely.
post to the DM, like he knew that it was going to rile people up, and he knew that he could, or at least he wanted to try to manipulate it into where he, is like, "Oh, I just, I want to push this under the rug. It's just also unfortunate."
Also unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate for you.
It's unfortunate for you. It's unfortunate for you. Wait,
Yeah.
just one more time, the line of, if you ever decided to actually look at the facts of what happened, you might feel differently. I've never seen something more delusional in my life. Like, okay, to go out of your way to DM a Taylor Swift superfan with a Taylor Swift podcast who works for Dave Portnoy,
Yeah.
you're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah,
You're out of
yeah.
your mind if you
Yeah.
think like, oh yeah, this one DM is going to change my whole outlook on the fandom that I've been a part of for
And it's also
10, 15
yeah,
years.
It's just
Get out. Like,
it's
get out.
crazy to me. It's really crazy. Yeah, the whole like you work at Barstool, you are known like Barstool personality. It's
Yeah.
just crazy to me. Also, oh shit, I forgot what I was literally just about to say.
Scooter, garbage.
Yeah, I mean he's just garbage. But fuck, what were you just saying? Unfortunate something.
The facts.
Yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say, but yeah, it all
come
just
back.
seems super, super calculated.
Right.
Like it's crazy.
Yeah, and that's the main issue with it. And right, I'm willing to sacrifice. Wait. So actually, separately, after that DM, I did watch the documentary.
Oh,
So, first of all, literally don't bother. I've
Yeah.
never wasted my time quite like I did watching this documentary. It's in two parts. There's one part, or it's like in a couple parts, but the two important parts. One is Taylor's side of things, and one is Scooter's side of things, sort of. And what they did in the documentary, and which is why I think that he wants people to watch it, is that they show the Taylor side of things, and then they don't necessarily make her look bad, but they do drive home the point that what Scooter did was legal. And it's like, okay, fine. If it's okay, fine. Yeah, we all know that it was legal.
We all
what you
know
did.
it was legal.
We just also know that you're an asshole for doing it.
Dickhead
Right? It's
scumbag move.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
No
if
one
it's
ever
legal
said
or
that
not.
you were doing something illegal. Like, I don't know why you think that like anybody thinks that. Like we know exactly the facts and exactly what happened, and we still fucking hate you because you're an asshole.
There's
like,
a
that's
lot
what
of
it
things
is.
that are legal that are also dickhead moves.
And then the second part is like the Scooter side of things, where it explains in depth, like it's all legal, whatever. I'm making business moves, and then it launches into Taylor weaponized her fans against me and my family, and now we're getting death threats, which tells me that like that's okay. This is paid for and put on by Scooter Braun. Like, no. Listen, I don't.
What the fuck do you expect?
I know.
What do you expect
Also,
when you come after her, take all of her music from her? You think she's just gonna sit there and be like, "Oh man, this stinks."
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Oh, poo.
I guess that's it.
Oh,
like, what do you mean? It's just
no. She's gonna fucking come after you. She's a boss. She's a hardworking woman. She wants to own her shit. Like. Yeah. What the fuck do you
Well, you know what
expect?
it is, G. You know what it is. It's that he thought that he had this smart business decision that he was making, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it. Like, here we go. It's all legal. Who cares if it's kind of scummy? I'm gonna do it."
Yeah.
She found out it was happening, and then outsmarted him.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that's really what it is. She said, "Oh, you're gonna do this, then I'm gonna do this." And is Taylor's move of re-recording all of her songs and putting them out like this and creating this whole, all this lore behind the action. If you're upset by that, Scooter, then I'm sorry that you just feel less than because you got outsmarted and now you're not making money on the deal that you thought you were going to be set for life on. And in addition to that, your reputation is ruined. And now you know how it feels. And why did you even do it in the first place?
Yeah, exactly.
And so I said, you can go see, I wrote literally like a manifesto blog that I'm going to put out at the same time as this podcast. And just like kind of breaking down my thoughts in a more succinct way, because I can yell all day into a microphone, but if I'm writing out a bitch out, it's a lot better. And so I'm writing all this stuff, and what I said in it is like, if you're trying to like rehabilitate your image, which I think he's trying to do, he's trying to like get back in people's good graces, make light of it, make
light of it,
and try to act like, oh, it was no big deal, like it was just a legal thing, whatever. It's like, then you would have like eaten a slice of humble pie. You would have had a little bit of like, hey, listen, okay, yeah, this was a lapse in judgment. I tried to do something slick, and it didn't work out. I feel badly about it. Like, I was money hungry. You can tell
he has no remorse.
I would like to read an excerpt from my blog because I think I've described it well.
It's just very, very obvious that he just can't see the wrong that he did, and he feels like with this documentary or whatever, like maybe people will see his side, whatever delusional side that is, like the legality of it, whatever.
Yes.
And it's just like, and even in the DM, you can tell, like, it's all just unfortunate. No, like, this was your fault.
The DM itself is so condescending.
Yeah,
it's so condescending.
It's crazy.
And it's like, just...
I mean, obviously, even if
delusional.
he was like, oh, like, I'm really sorry, like, I tried to make this scumbag move. It didn't work out in my favor. Like, I wanted to, like, make more money at the end of the day. Like, it's a business thing. Like, blah, blah, blah. Maybe people would be like, hey, I get it, whatever. Right. But he had just never even shown an inkling of remorse or feeling guilty or whatever. Yeah.
So this is what I said. I said, the sad thing is, if you took the smallest slice, a tiny sliver of humble pie, stuffed it in your loud-ass mouth, and admitted that it was a lapse in judgment, a low point in your career even, a moment where you were shaken by the betrayal you made to your own morality, took time to truly feel the aftershocks of your vile greed quake. I like that. And learn something, maybe things wouldn't be so bad. Instead, we have this mystery documentary series being farmed out that exposes just enough of the wrongs on both sides to make it look like Taylor is the villain yet again for weaponizing her fans. Old Faithful just blame Taylor, blame her fans. They did the wrong things. They took it too far. At this point, it feels like tradition. And that's really how I feel. Like I just, that was like,
very well written.
Thank you, Jay. You can read 4,000 more words
I
like
will.
that.
I will. I'm definitely gonna read it.
But thank you. But it's like I just don't. I understand not loving the onslaught of hate. I know that like this re-record mission of Taylor's is a constant double bird fuck you to
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
And it has been now for a couple years because that's how long she's been doing it. She's still got 2 more albums coming out, and it'll still be happening for probably another year.
Yeah.
But then, like, what I don't understand is that you were kind of fading into the background, and people weren't forgetting, but they weren't like, they put their pitchforks down. You know what I mean? Like, people were like, all right, Scooter Braun, he's dead to us. Let's move on.
Yeah, and it kind of...
Why insert yourself back in?
Yeah. It does kind of feel like, I don't know if it's like with TCPD or like what it is. It does kind of feel like, obviously the re-recordings are still going on, but it feels like, you know, she does kind of want to put that in the past.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
yeah, it makes sense. Like, it's something that really, really affected her and hurt her and changed the course of her life, changed the course of her career. So it's something that seems to me like she wants to kind of, you know, the past is the past and we move on. But at the end of the day, like, what did she say? You know, you don't have to forgive and forget. Like, you just, you know, you keep moving and you remember who did you wrong and you go from there. And I think Scooter Braun lies in that.
I'll forget you, but I'll never forgive. Sorry,
Yeah.
that whole time I was thinking
literally.
about it in my head. Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't understand why he thought that posting stuff like that would maybe, and as a manager perspective, like, you would think you would have some PR training. It just
people think he's manic, and I was like, could be. Maybe he's having a breakdown, which like fine, I understand. Like I understand.
Well, it makes sense. Like he went from literally the top of the world, managing the biggest celebrities, to literally going to be a K-pop band
zero respect.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure he's making a ton of money doing that, but zero fucking respect.
Yeah.
Which again, money is money. Money is fine. I'm not saying he's not rich, and I'm saying he wasn't a good businessman, but I am saying that he made a bad business deal, and he's paying for it now.
Yeah.
And that's just how the cookie fucking crumbles, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it is.
Selfish business deal. Yeah.
You flew too close to the sun. You wanted too much. You were greedy. You were selfish.
And he definitely didn't, like, even think about the... you know, the repercussions of what would come, you know?
Nope.
Yeah.
Didn't think about,
I mean, I'm sure he probably had no idea of, like, what would happen, but, like, you know, shout out Kelly Clarkson.
Always shout out Kelly.
Shout out Kelly Clarkson.
I was just going to say, like, and let's all remember that this is all happening because it was Kelly Clarkson's idea.
Yep.
Kelly Clarkson said, why don't you just re-record all of your old albums to Taylor? And she said, great fucking idea. And so now she's doing that, and every time she releases a re-recorded album, she sends Kelly Clarkson flowers.
Yeah, love. So shout out Kelly.
Big shouts to
Kelly. Yeah, I could not believe my eyes when you sent me that text. Like, I literally was just like, what the fuck?
To the core.
Oh my God.
So another question. So there were, you know, we've been teasing it now for a few days. And like you said earlier in the episode, when I got this DM at you know 1 a.m, whatever, first thing I did was send the screenshot to 20 people.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my, just copy paste, holy shit to like everyone I know, including Dave Portnoy at 2 a.m. Like I just was like, I can't fucking believe this. Oh my God. And you know, everybody's like, holy shit, oh my God, this is crazy. Dave was like, what did you say for him to send this? And I showed him my video, and he was like, he goes, I was like, yeah. Literally just 3 H's.
That's hilarious. That's a really
so
funny response.
People kept asking, they're like, what did Dave say? I'm like, he was just, you know,
he was speechless.
He just couldn't believe, because the video is so over the top.
The
like,
video
of course,
is insane, but like
you have to watch.
It's so classic Kelly.
You have to watch. Yeah, like one of my favorite
like,
things to do is just like go crazy on a selfie video. Like that's part of my shtick.
No,
like,
that is your thing.
You know,
yeah,
whatever.
And like also,
and I went off.
And I don't know how to say this without like. Okay, Scooter Braun like sees this video of you like going crazy, whatever.
Which is like,
and
saying some of the meanest shit I've ever said.
Yeah,
like,
and like clearly he's going through it because he felt the need to like respond. Like if I saw someone make a video about me being like, you rot in hell, I'd be like,
I literally was like, get in the dumpster and
person.
rot there. Like I literally said, and you belong in the garbage in the dumpster and you can rot there. Like literally that's the video. Like it's the most. Yeah. That's
so funny.
I said, yeah. He was like, are you going to blog it? And I was like, yeah. But, you know, for Tuesday. And then I told him our plan. So okay. The reason we did that is because I am a fly by the hip kind of person. I'll go off, as we all know.
Yeah.
You know, the video, dare I talk about the video that I made of Travis calling him
Oh
gross?
my God.
That was a quick reaction video,
Yeah.
and I didn't want that to happen this time. I didn't want to. I wanted to make sure that we took the time to process this. I wanted to write a manifesto about it.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to.
I'm glad that we
sure
had a
waited
couple
till the pod.
days to rest on
calm
it, think
down,
about it.
to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, it's so funny. And I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean, it's good for us.
Well, no, I said that's the first thing I
Yeah.
said. I was like, great for the pod.
Yeah,
Like, that's
totally.
cool. And I just, whatever. But wait, so a couple of the things, people were pissed that they had to wait. So
Yeah.
thank you for being patient.
Yeah.
But also, people were saying, like, don't give him attention. Like, we don't want Taylor to, like, see it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I feel confidently at this point in time that if, by the grace of God, Taylor Swift were to see either the blog or clips from this show or us talking about it or whatever, I think I'm fine with it because this is so embarrassing on his part.
Yeah.
That, like, if she's having a bad day, I hope she sees this and she could just laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that guy's still down bad like
Yeah,
this. Like,
yeah.
that fucking sucks. You
I
know what I
agree.
mean? Like, not to, like, upset her, bring up old memories, scare her, freak her out, like, think we're getting involved, think we're on his side. Like,
No,
nothing. Absolutely none of that
We would
is true.
never. No. People are
Never.
joking around like you should have him on the pod, like whatever. Like we
No, I
would
would
never
never.
even like think.
I didn't even
about,
respond to him, and I
Yeah,
won't.
yeah, no.
And people were like, "Get what he has to say. Like, get him talking." And I was like, honestly, I don't even want to hear him talk.
Yeah,
Like, the fact that he sent that was shocking enough,
Yeah.
and shows me like his mental
Like
state. you
yeah,
know?
and
Like, I
that's
don't even know
that's enough
what
for
other
us.
poison.
Like
Yeah.
anything further, I feel like would
No.
be giving him too much.
Agreed.
And yeah, at a certain like he doesn't deserve like any sort of platform or whatever. And like
Agreed.
I don't even think he would come on our show in the first place. But like
No, Gina,
even
that's
if
I 100% think you would.
You
I
think
think
so?
if I had said come on the pod to discuss, he would be on this podcast right now. Like, I think that's
Yeah.
the level of desperate he's
Yeah,
at right
honestly,
now.
maybe.
And I think he would get like real snake oil salesman about it, and he'd try to like work us over, and there's just no fucking way. I did say that if Dave ever wanted him on, like BFFs or something, and us in the background, like being, chiming in every once in a while,
Yeah.
that I would do that. I
Yeah.
would have have an opportunity to like yell at him. But he's a smooth operator, and
Yeah.
he, even if we don't want to
I feel
admit
like any
it,
of
he
those
does know
Hollywood
how to work it.
scumbags know how to
Yes.
work, whatever.
Yes.
So I feel like he could, he would gaslight and us to the
Yes.
moon.
100%, which is like, I don't want, and maybe that would make him look worse and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
prove our point even more, which
Yeah,
is fine. But
yeah.
at the same time, I also think like,
No.
we don't even need to.
I feel like this is
we
enough.
Don't need to entertain. This is enough.
Yeah, we didn't like post like, like whatever. Like we posted the screenshot. That's it. We said Tuesday's episode, and I
Yep.
feel like talking about it on the pod, and then we lay it to rest.
And then that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think
unless we
that,
want to bring it up every once in a while, like, hey, remember that
well,
time?
we'll joke about it
Yeah,
forever.
yeah,
Obviously, this
forever.
is it. This is wonderful. But I
Yeah.
think, generally speaking, no, we're not giving him any more attention. And
No.
I also think that that, like I said, I watched the thing. Literally, no need to watch it. If you know the story, you know the story. That's literally it. Like, there's no
Yeah.
need to watch that documentary. But if there ends up being a handful of people that end up watching it because we brought him up,
Yeah.
I'll live with that guilt. I'm fine with that because I know the truth of the matter, and
Yeah.
we know the truth of the matter, and we
Yeah.
know exactly how toxic this man
Yeah.
is.
And I feel like
don't get manipulated by this guy. Like,
Yeah.
don't let curiosity get the better of you, because that's not that's what they're preying on. They're preying on like, rotted brains going through and being like, well, actually, let me see this. It's nothing you have to see.
Yeah.
Like, it's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. A massive waste of my fucking time. Can't believe it. Taylor's team not involved. And,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't. Yeah, I wonder if he has money in that documentary or something.
I think that the fact that he's promoting it and put it on his own story and
Yeah,
everything, I think
says a
yes,
lot.
I think
Yeah.
absolutely. If he's
Yeah.
not, if not money in it, certainly a friend.
And it's just so weird because it came out like a long time ago, didn't
exactly,
it?
which tells me that it didn't do well, and
Yeah.
he's trying to kick it back up,
yeah.
and also maybe trying to kick it back up ahead of like possible reputations, debuts, like
Right.
the last couple of re-records
Right,
that are going
right.
to be teased in the next few months at the very least.
God,
So,
what a fucking scumbag
God,
loser.
it's just the smallest man who ever lived,
Literally. It's crazy,
Shocking.
crazy
Shocking
town
stuff.
USA.
Absolutely crazy town USA.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got the DM and in the middle of the night, and I was like, this is the most shocking thing I've ever seen. Like, I just couldn't. I checked it. I was so high also. I was like so high in my bed, like trying to go to sleep, but I was just so stoned. And I was looking at it, and I kept like looking at it being like, is this a fake account? Like I must have gone back and forth to see, like I searched the name on like my desktop
Yeah.
just to see if I was getting got, like, cause you know that lately I've been getting got on Twitter. So I'm like, I cannot like send out the bat signal.
like when a celebrity
at 2 in the morning. Yeah, or
you're
1 in
like,
the morning.
Whoa, it's crazy.
I was like, is this a real account? Is this someone pretending to be Scooter Braun? But no, it was him.
Yeah.
And I just I couldn't believe it. This isn't the first time that Scooter's gotten involved in Barstool drama. Actually, we have there was a time in our Barstool history when Call Her Daddy was breaking up, and Dave was going hard on Sophia Franklin.
Yeah.
Scooter Braun, who I don't know if he had his fingers in like the new podcast company that she was going to go to or whatever, called up Erica, I guess, and was like, hey, tell Dave to like lay off Sophia.
Oh.
And that's where that clip comes from, where Dave is talking. He's like, oh, Scooter Braun called. So let's leave her alone. Like, okay, Scooter Braun called.
Yeah.
Like that's how I feel right now. I'm like,
Scooter
Scooter Braun called.
Yeah.
So now we're okay.
No, drop everything.
Now I know the facts. Now I know the facts, and I feel differently.
Oh, okay.
It's all unfortunate. I wish it went down a different way.
Yeah.
Yo, the typos, you know that like
he was probably like
him.
drunk like 12 a.m.
At least up like here. I don't even know if
or maybe
like,
not. I don't want to paint any
I don't know what
picture
kind
of
what kind of life
what
he
his
lives.
tea was.
What this tells
vibe
me
was.
is that he did the typical like write it out in the notes app, write it 7 different ways, and then finally send it, but then didn't proofread it like one last time. And that alone is embarrassing.
Yeah, you texted me at 1:33 in the morning.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
And I responded at 5:20 a.m.
Yeah, what were
oh
you
my
doing?
god.
Well,
I
you
think
were
I
traveling,
think I just like rolled over and saw.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It's shocking. So so that's the big news.
Yeah.
That's the big moment. Like I said, if you want to read more about it, more of a direct message to him, I've written a lot. And it took me 4 days to really compile my thoughts in a way that makes sense. And that's that.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
I'm
excited to hear what Dave has to say.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm curious what his thoughts are.
Yeah.
I had a celebrity interaction yesterday.
What? What's up?
Sabrina Carpenter reposted my TikTok.
That's right.
I know. I was so happy. I was
forgot all about
shocked.
that.
I know. So we had one bad celebrity. I don't even consider Scooter Braun a celebrity. Like, I don't know, well-known person. But
we had a ghost come back from the dead, and then a celebrity.
And then we were driving back from Maine, and we got out of the car, and I was like just like looking through all my notifications, whatever, and I just saw a bunch of comments like Sabrina reposted, and I was like, no fucking way, what? And then I went to her repost. And there I am.
It's so amazing.
In there, it's so
She's
cool.
so good with like.
I know. I wonder
and
like
stuff.
if it's actually her reposting or if it's like her
I think
team.
it is. I bet it is.
Yeah,
because I think that she's so funny and she has such a good sense of humor that even the ones that are like shared are funny. Like the one that you did was like funny. Like,
yeah.
It's not or like its own. It's like.
Yeah, I did like Sabrina like did her big one with this one. Yeah.
She's just great.
Yeah, I know.
I love
so
that.
I really hope that she like saw my page and was like,
I hope she saw your page,
so cute.
And I hope she saw us listening to her album.
Yeah. Oh my god, imagine.
And Sabrina on the pod? Question mark.
Literally,
Sabrina, you're always welcome.
Oh my god, I would
always
actually.
welcome.
Did you see the video of her? I think I sent it to you with the lady filming her.
Yes,
and she's like,
in the
say hi to
street.
my followers. Yeah. Sabrina's like, hi to your followers.
Hi to your followers.
Yeah, it's like, what kind of
like,
content
what's
do
your
you
name?
do?
She's like, Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
It's like an old lady with
she's
this,
really,
live streaming on Instagram.
really funny. I would love
So
to just hang
cute.
out with her. But yeah, that was a good moment.
There are rumors that that hottie hot from
Zachary Perez. I always forget his name. He has
Red,
like
White,
5
and Royal
names.
Blue.
Zachary Alexander Perez or something like that.
Yeah. He's so hot. Dumb hot. Strong rumors
Taylor
that
Zakar Perez.
There you go, Taylor.
Yeah, he's in Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Royal Blue. And also something else that he's in.
Oh, he was in like the kissing booth, the second kissing booth.
Yes.
Yeah.
So rumors are that he's going to be the star of Sabrina's next music
Love.
video, the love interest,
She's
whatever.
collecting
Love
hotties
that.
like Infinity Stones.
She's just got her finger on the pulse with what we want to see. You know what I mean? Like it's fantastic. So I hope that those rumors are true.
Yeah, me too.
And I hope that that's all
So
happening.
they all like end up dying, which is really funny too.
I know. Well, that makes me laugh. That's what I'm saying. Like it kind of takes away the seriousness of like who's on the show, you know?
Totally.
It's like, oh, it's just fun. Like we're, you know, she's putting on a show versus like, this is my love interest in real life, you know?
Slim Pickens has grown on me, as I thought I would predict.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Yeah. It's
her whole
cute.
album is just so fucking good. I've been
listening to it,
nonstop listening to it.
Nonstop listening to it. What was the one that came on today that really got me going? More than usual. Lie to Girls.
Lie to Girls is so good.
We always like that song, but it came on today and it really hit.
Yeah, it's really hitting. Coincidence is, I think, is my favorite.
Coincidence is so good.
Yeah,
Sharpest
Tool is number one.
Continues to be so good. Yeah,
I think that's
really
like
is.
everyone's.
People love that song.
Yeah, people love that one.
Yeah. It's fantastic. As far as other news. Oh, well, Gia decided this weekend to hard launch her boyfriend. Are we going to talk about that?
Yes. I know.
Love is in the air. Yay.
It's so crazy.
Oh,
I
congrats,
know.
G. How fun. How fun.
Thanks.
You spent a lovely weekend in Maine with your
lovely
band.
weekend in Maine. Shout out to the people of
Cute.
Maine, because Maine may be the best state.
I've been
It
hearing
really,
great
you get
things
the
about
best
Maine.
of both worlds. It's so beautiful, and then you get the beach and you get the lake. The weather is beautiful. You get the warm days with the crisp nights. Oh, it's so lovely. And it rained one night, so it was so
oh my God,
nice.
The best. I love a rainy night.
Yeah, it was just like
Especially
a
in, like, the
perfect,
fall.
lovely, romantic weekend.
It's fabulous.
Full of love and cherishing each
Do you wanna say what
other's
you
time.
did?
For when I asked
For your
him?
little, I think it's so cute.
So
I wanna hear
like,
about it.
okay, so we're long distance. So when we first started like hooking up, whatever, he was kind of like, I want to like be together, whatever, and I was like, no.
I've been in love with you for a million years.
Yeah,
we know that.
Yes, that's true.
Well, those who know, know that.
Those who had the inside scoop.
Those
no.
who know,
Yeah.
know.
So he was kind of like, like whatever, like, would you want to, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, like, I don't want to date. Like, long distance is too hard, like, blah, blah. And then, we're hanging out more. I'm starting to like him way more. And then I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I actually, like, think, like, we're basically dating at this point. Like, we were visiting each other, we're exclusive, whatever. So it's just, like, the fact that there's no label.
Yeah.
So I was thinking to myself, like, we're going to Maine. Like, I feel like this is kind of like the point of the relationship. Your first vacation
You're
together,
on like a couple's
whatever.
trip.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or not a couple's trip, like literally a
No,
vacay.
it is a couple's trip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just two people. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, like,
Romantic getaway.
it could, like, I feel like that it'll kind of be like lingering over our heads, like,
For sure.
we're not together, we're not in a relationship, whatever. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this like cute thing. Like, I'm not like.
I'm honestly gonna cry because it's so fucking cute and something that I don't know if I would ever. I don't know if I'd have the balls to do it because I'm so like.
I don't know.
But I would do something like this. Like this is so fucking cute and so thoughtful.
Thanks.
So thoughtful.
I don't know. I just got, so we had like a bunch of disposable cameras that we never got developed. And I was like, oh, it'd be cute to like put these in a photo album and like give it to him. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should like ask him to be my boyfriend, like in the photo album. So I was like, I made it and I was like, oh my God, like, I don't know if I can give this to him. Like, this is so like, I don't know. Like,
it's hard to, when you like are
really
pouring
like
love into
vulnerable.
something.
Yeah,
totally.
yeah.
You're like pouring love into something and you're like, this
is
like,
this embarrassing?
Yeah. And then it's
like,
done. You're like, oh my God, like this is, I can't believe this,
Yeah.
this is my love, like in a photo album. And like, this is,
like, I'm so
this is
cringe.
embarrassing. Like, I can't believe I have love in my heart.
Yeah.
Like, this is, ew, what?
Yeah,
I thought it was dead inside.
No, literally. Sometimes when I
Yeah.
do stuff like that, I'm like, oh wait, I'm actually like, my it's like the Grinch, my heart grows
Of
3
course,
times bigger,
of
whatever.
course. Yeah.
So we got there on Thursday, and I was like, I'm too scared, I can't do it, whatever.
Yeah.
And then Friday we
so
had
you're
like,
just hiding this photo
no,
album.
literally,
like, in your
I had
stuff,
it
like the
wrapped
telltale
in our
heart.
Taylor Watch shirt because I was like so scared that he would see it. So I had it wrapped in my shirt, hiding in my bag.
That's so funny.
And then Friday we like had this whole hike day, lake day, so fun, like perfect day, whatever. So I was like, okay, I think today would be a good day to do it. So we're like sitting on the couch, whatever, and I'm like, I have something for you. And he's like, oh, like this is so nice scrolling through it. And I'm like literally like trying to hold back vomit. I'm like,
oh my God. Wait, it was at the end?
It was at the end of the book.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So you had to watch him go through the whole thing before.
So
No, I
he's
would have
like-
puked on the floor. I
He's
would have
like,
puked
this
on the
is
floor.
so cute. Like, this is so nice, whatever. We're going through the pictures, like laughing. And I'm like sitting there like.
No, I would have been like sweating bullets, like sweating on the, like on my cheeks. I would have been sweating. so
literally.
much. Oh my God.
And then he turns the page and he's like, and he looks at me, he's like, and I'm like, And he's like, oh my God, like I did not expect this. Like he's like starts freaking out, and it was really cute.
Oh
and
my
like we were like
God.
hugging, and we both
I would have cried my
cried.
eyes out. Yeah,
we
I would've
both
cried my
cried.
eyes
Yeah.
out. Oh, good.
Yeah. So
Oh.
that was that, and he was like, I was gonna ask you on Monday.
That's
because in case you said
hilarious.
no, it wouldn't have ruined our trip.
Right. So true. So true.
Yeah.
Because how many times is he gonna ask?
I know,
you
exactly.
You know?
So I was like,
Aw.
I got to take matters into my own hands. Women's rights. Except
of course.
when it comes to proposing and asking to be a significant other, I would never in a million years do that for a man. But
No.
I felt like the ball was kind of in my court a little bit, so I was like, I'm
For
gonna
sure. I think
take the lead here.
I think you taking the lead on it after you had already set like your boundary,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then him respecting it
Yeah,
completely,
yeah.
and then you being like, okay, now I've warmed up to the idea.
Yes,
I've
yeah.
thought about it a little bit more, and this is what I want to, and you already knew that he was
Yeah,
wanting that, so
yeah.
it's just a lovely thing.
Yes.
Love is in the air.
Love
I love
is-
love.
I love love. It feels really nice. It's just
Aw.
really, yeah. And we just had like
It is
such
nice.
a perfect weekend together. And
Of
I think that
course.
like says a lot. Like a first vacation, like can
Definitely.
either go really bad or really good.
Absolutely.
And it just was like couldn't have got better. So
Nothing's better than that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
just a good ass vacay.
good ass
spending some
vacay,
time,
relaxing,
quality time together.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. My mom was like, "You guys spend like a lot of time together." I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
we literally didn't leave each other's side for 4 days straight."
Yeah.
And it just was perfect. So
yeah.
I think it was a good indicator of like how things would go
What's to
relationship wise.
come?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
gee.
It's exciting.
Congrats to you both.
Thanks.
So so are we, you're saying you have a boyfriend, you're posting shadowy photos. Is his identity still what's
His
the identity
identity
reveal?
is-
We don't have to reveal the identity.
No, I'm not
just-
gonna reveal
I
the-
don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah,
is more
yeah.
what I'm asking for.
I don't want to reveal the identity just yet. I think
Makes
people have
sense.
an inkling of who it is.
Yeah, like if you know what's going on.
Yeah, if you
like,
know, you
who
know.
it is.
But
It is who you think it is.
Yeah, yeah. But I think eventually, I don't know. It's just like I share a lot
complicated.
online.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice to have like this one thing where
Absolutely.
it's like mine. I know like I have like cute videos of us and stuff that I want to
Yeah.
post. So like it will be dropped eventually. But like, I like to do it in like little spurts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do
You
the
don't
announcement and then eventually show face.
You're preaching to the choir here.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
literally had a secret boyfriend for a year. Nobody knew about it. We broke up, but
That was crazy.
That
No,
was
it was like
crazy.
literally like me and like Madeline. Were,
yeah,
like, the
nobody
only
really
people
knew about
knew.
that. Nobody really knew about. Well, because it's like
Yeah.
you worry about the panic of like having to.
No, it's a lot.
I don't even like. I had a boyfriend a long time ago that I shared online, and I
Yeah.
haven't shared anyone I've ever dated since then.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people think like people are always like, oh, you're single forever, you're a fucking loser, nobody likes you. It's like no,
No,
I've had
just
like
'cause-
5 boyfriends
yeah,
in the past
no, it's just
couple
'cause
of
you
years.
don't-
Like
No, I agree.
Maybe not 5, but-
with my last boyfriend too, I felt like I posted a lot with him.
Yeah.
And it's just like right away. And
For
I
sure,
feel like
for
that
sure.
just like it adds a lot of pressure, and then like people get curious about like what happened, blah blah blah.
the pressure is what
It makes you
is.
more
Yeah.
nervous to post the next boyfriend because like after you break up you're like, well shit, now I gotta go through this whole fucking thing again. And
Yep.
if we break up then I gotta post a video being like, well, we're actually broken up and it sucks. Like
Yep.
it's a whole thing. So it's
Right,
nice
and
to
it
kind
sucks
of
to
keep it
think
low
like
key.
that. It sucks
Yeah.
to think like, oh, what if we break up? But it is the thing. It's like
Yeah.
you don't.
Well, we're
it's
human
hard
beings.
enough, right? It's hard enough to try to like be in a relationship without everyone else's
Mm.
opinion. Like it's hard enough having like your friends and family's opinion, let alone that
Yeah,
of,
literally,
like, the
the
internet. So
internet,
it's
yeah.
a whole thing.
Yeah.
But that all aside, I'm proud of you. I'm proud
Thank
of you
you.
for opening yourself up to love and for being excited and willing to take a step
Thanks.
into this new journey.
Thank you.
I
Thank
think
you.
that I commented this on your post, but the Lover album about to hit a lot
Oh,
harder.
we listened to it in the
Yeah.
car ride home all the way through. Yeah, of course.
Oh,
I know.
good.
I haven't-
Not soon you'll get better though.
No,
Skip.
we skipped soon you get better, of course.
No.
I was like, sorry, we can't listen to this.
No, no,
But
no. No.
I've been making him listen to every
It's
album
nice to have
all
a
the way
friend,
through.
doesn't it? It's nice to have a friend like make you want to cry your eyes out when you
I
like,
was
love
driving
someone.
and I literally was tearing up like
No,
so
it's
hard.
so-
We listened to Call It What You Want and I literally
yeah.
was like,
Yep,
don't
yep.
start crying, don't start crying. Like he's right there. Like don't start crying.
It really
it's cute.
is.
It's really cute.
Some of these songs, like when they're just we talk about Taylor and all of her songs and who they're about and all
Yeah,
this
yeah.
and all that. But when you can truly like relate it to yourself
Yeah,
and kind of
yeah.
take like Taylor out of it and like
Yeah.
not be thinking about like her boyfriends or whatever, which is what we all should be doing. But when you can like relate it to your own life, there's nothing
better.
Slut,
Yeah.
1989.
Oh,
The vault track.
totally.
You gotta get
Totally,
on that.
totally. Oh, I have a whole
It's a good one.
playlist.
Of course.
Yeah.
You can share it with me if you want.
Okay.
'Cause I would,
My love.
my wishful thinking.
Yeah. Manifest.
My manifesting.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Exciting.
I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. I think it's
Thanks.
wonderful. He is a fan of Taylor Watch. I know that.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
thank
Maybe
you to
he'll
him
listen.
for that. Maybe
Shout
he'll
out.
listen.
Yeah.
And it'll be wonderful. So good. Maine was good. I did nothing. I was in my house. Actually, that's a lie. I did a lot of things this weekend. I was extremely productive. It's
Oh.
my last weekend that I'm not going to be like traveling every weekend for the next month. So I put up wall sconces.
I was gonna say, how'd your sconces
They're
go?
fantastic.
Fabulous.
The best job I've ever done putting something up. Like
Hell
usually
yeah.
I'm like, I do everything in my own house. Like I like that I'm
Yeah,
handy and
me too.
I love that. I love doing shit. And but I put up these like sconces on my wall and they have rechargeable light bulbs, which I had never seen before.
Oh.
And they're remote operated. So you screw them
Ooh.
in and I could turn them on with a remote.
Oh,
and I don't
perf.
have like electricity where I put them. So you just like put up the sconce in the wall.
Wait, you need to send me a link to these.
I will.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of different kinds. This is like a whole new thing I never knew. And the light
Interesting.
bulbs themselves, you can put the light bulbs anywhere. So like if you have a lamp or you have something with a remote and they're all different colors, I can make them. And they're
fun.
pretty bright and the charge lasts for a long time. Like
Wait,
it's
I
great.
need those because
They're
I
really
have like
cool.
no overhead lighting in my apartment.
They're
It's
great.
so weird.
They're great. Well, you got to
Yeah.
get some. But so I did the best job I ever did putting them up. They're in my kitchen. They look great. And yeah, and I built another thing for my entryway that's like, put your shoes and your jackets on.
Hell
I used
yeah.
to have stuff just like hang on the wall and it looked like a mess and
Yeah.
my shoes were all over the floor. Now they're up top on this thing.
Girl boss.
Love that. And yeah, so we're just getting shit done in
Nice.
the house.
Did you go anywhere or just
no,
stayed in the city?
No.
Nice. Yeah.
I did another solid core class.
Love.
And hung around. Took some walks. Obviously,
yeah.
I always go on walks. It was beautiful weather in the city. Honestly.
Yeah.
Saturday was gloomy, but I loved it.
Yeah, Saturday was, yeah.
You know what I watched? I watched that new movie on Netflix, the Deliverance or whatever. That Glenn
Ooh.
Close like horror movie everyone's talking about. Oh yeah,
I saw the funniest.
the clip of
where
of
she's
Glenn
like, I can
Close.
smell your nappy
Yes,
pussy.
which is fucking disgusting.
That's
like,
crazy.
word. It's hard to in the context of the movie. It makes sense. Like I don't want to give it away.
Yeah,
like, what's
yeah.
going on in that part. But she's not herself.
Okay.
I'll say
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like,
okay.
she's not herself.
I
in
could
that
tell
part.
from her like
Fucking-
jagged teeth and shit.
No,
I'm like,
like
okay, she's obviously possessed.
So fucked up.
Yeah.
Like crazy. But
I'm
the
not
movie
a-
is really good.
Okay, is it like
It's a horror
pop
movie.
out scary, like jump scare?
A little bit of that.
Okay, yeah, I'm not
yeah.
a big jump scare girl. You know what I did see?
It's like The
Um,
Exorcist. The
like-
movie's like The Exorcist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can watch those types of
Great
horror
acting.
movies, like Exorcist. What's the one where they would clap? And it's not Paranormal Activity. Oh my God, they have like The Conjuring. The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
Yeah, like that
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of stuff. Like
Right.
I can watch them, but like I'm hiding my eyes basically
Yeah,
99%
yeah.
of the time. I saw Blink twice.
Oh, how was it? I didn't see it yet, but I want to bad.
People seemed like a lot of people were hyping it up.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was that good. Like I thought it was good. I thought the dialogue was really funny. Like the interactions between like the women characters were all like very realistic, and I thought they all did a great job acting wise. Like Channing Tatum deserves more.
He is so good.
Yeah.
I've been seeing people say that about him and being like, it's a renaissance for
Yeah,
him.
he
Like,
needs.
he's coming. Like,
we need the rebuild of Channing
like,
Tatum
an
because
Oscar's
he
on the
has not
horizon
only
for
been
him.
aging like fine wine.
Absolutely.
He is a fabulous actor, and he really shows his skills in this movie. But like,
He's also has so much range. Like he's been so many characters. I feel now
yeah, totally.
over time that he can kind of play anybody.
yeah,
So
do you know he's in the new Deadpool? He like
Is he?
pops out in the new Deadpool.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
honestly.
I know.
Once I heard Taylor Swift wasn't in it, I didn't go see
Yeah,
it.
no, literally.
Sorry,
but
to Ryan
he like
Reynolds.
he's like a pop out character, I guess. But
Interesting.
yeah, the second half just felt very rushed, and like it just felt like a bunch of other thriller movies like combined into one movie. Like it just kind of felt like Get Out meets The Menu meets Don't Worry, Darling.
Got it. Okay.
So it kind of just has like a similar vibe to
Okay.
other movies, but I
like all
enjoyed
those
it,
movies,
and it was
so-
funny. Like
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Good.
Interesting twist.
Okay.
You kind of can see it. I didn't really see it coming, but like obviously that there's something going
Something's
on.
gonna happen. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, I gave it. I think I gave it like 3 stars out of 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
like it's a solid
That's a
movie.
good. Yeah, that's a good. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh God, you know what else I watched over the weekend? I can't believe I just forgot. Until now. Speaking of 3 stars out of 5. Inside Out 2. So I liked the movie very much.
Okay.
And I liked the concept. I obviously cried,
scared.
like whole thing,
Yeah,
whatever.
okay.
No. The reason I'm knocking it down so many
Yeah,
stars
I
is
know.
because Mindy Kaling is not in it.
And I didn't realize that Bill Hader's not Fear either.
I didn't. Neither did I.
Yeah.
But I did notice that it was Tony Hale because I just rewatched all of Veep.
Yeah,
so his voice is in my head.
I didn't even.
I in my head when I heard him talk Fear, I was like, oh, was it always Tony Hale? And I was like, it's great. He's very good in that role.
Yeah.
And the way Bill Hader played Fear was very similar to how Tony Hale is doing it.
Yeah, totally.
So it really, there's not much miss
difference.
there.
Yeah.
But Mindy Kaling, as discussed, was so specific that they have the new girl in there who's doing her best and whatever, but
I have
as
to
soon
rewatch
as soon as I noticed it, I couldn't get it out of my head. It's like all I could
that
focus
really
on.
knocks off 2 stars for you.
Maybe not 2, but like it was like it took me out of it. It took me out of it, and I kept thinking about it.
I didn't even notice at all when you tweeted that. I was like, wait, what? And then I didn't even notice that Bill Hader was gone too. Oh God, I loved that movie.
I didn't notice that he was gone until somebody else commented it. Like I only noticed Mindy was gone. But no, I really liked it. I thought it was really cute. It did, like, I'm sure the intention was while anxiety was like going crazy. I love Maya Hawke as anxiety.
Yeah, me too.
Like, she was so
perfect.
I thought the voice was perfect. I loved Envy. And
Love
Ennui, and they're adorable.
Ennui,
So funny. Ennui is the best.
Yeah,
Ennui
Embarrassment is so cute too.
Embarrassment's so cute.
Yeah.
Right. Nostalgia when she pops in a couple times. That was hilarious.
She's like that old lady in real life. I forget what her name is. Like Judy
June
something.
Squibb or whatever.
Yeah, she's so cute.
So cute, so funny. And so yeah, like that was all great. Loved it. The part where Maya Hawke kind of goes off and has the like anxiety moment. And it like takes over.
Yeah.
That like made me cry. Like that I immediately was like crying at that.
Yeah.
Them all trying to help her and not being able to help her. Like that was like, devastating.
I loved.
Obviously.
And I loved in this one how like different emotions kind of took on different roles.
Totally.
Like I always loved anger because obviously.
Yeah, of course.
And I loved how in Inside Out too, like anger was kind of the one to bring joy like back to like just like help her and like reassure her and was like really nice to her. And I was like, like, I just love the representation of like emotions and how they're portrayed. Like it's such like a good way to show kids. I feel like,
Absolutely.
but I feel like Inside Out 2 is maybe a little harder for kids to.
I think
understand.
so too. I think that you have to be able to understand those
being
emotions
anxious.
to be able to like understand the movie a little bit.
But I like how it's geared towards kids because like kids experience anxiety, but they have no idea what it is, you know?
So
like,
it's a good representation of it, like inside their brains.
Totally.
I also thought it was cute how like anxiety popped up in the mom as well.
Yeah, totally.
And like I forget if it popped up in the dad or not because they just went like, all right, back to sports.
Yeah,
like,
it's funny how the dad is always
hilarious.
like, okay, what's going on?
Put the game on.
Yeah,
like,
she's looking like, it's
time.
like the mom's like, she's giving us that look. Like, what's the look? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
amazing.
funny.
But the I think it's really cute how they have how the emotions, the way that they show Riley, it's the girl obviously, with her emotions is almost like they are her friends, like they're there for her. So at the end, like this is a spoiler for Inside Out too. Like it's not really a spoiler, but there's a moment where for a while Joy feels like, well, maybe she doesn't need me, and because she's like driven by anxiety and envy and whatever for a little while. And then there's a point where it turns out she does need her, and so like it's kind of calling to her, and it's like, Joy, like Riley needs you, and she's like slowly going back up to the thing, and she like solves everything.
Cute.
It's just that like it was a perfect way to show like how like when you fall so low, you just want to feel happy again, and it just was, oh my god, just
the
really
line where she's
very well done.
Yeah, where she's like I guess growing up means you feel less joy.
No, I died at that. I was like, what the fuck?
No, literally. I was like, ouchie, wah, wah. Yeah, literally.
I also, Gia, like peed my pants laughing when they had to go to that, like the thing where all the secrets are.
Oh,
and the like samurai guy who like couldn't make it through and was like, he looked like Link or something.
It's really so funny. Like that's like my dream job, to work in like an animation studio. Like make movies like that because it's just you have
would
so
love
much
it.
creative freedom. And
So
it's
much
so
creative
fun,
freedom.
Yeah.
Anytime I think of like movie ideas or things like that, it's always animated. Like
Yeah.
I would be an animated
your
movie
Central Park
writer.
Horror Story
My
is
Central Park Horse
definitely
movie.
animated,
It's coming. I was fleshing it out a little bit too this weekend. I was thinking more about that. If anybody knows, this is serious inquiry. If anyone knows anyone that is involved in making animated movies, ideally Disney, Pixar, but DreamWorks, whatever. Anybody who just knows anybody that knows somebody that I could have a conversation with about that. I would love to know because I've got a Central Park Horse movie that I've had written
literally
in my
would
head.
win like best
It would crush.
picture.
It would crush, and it would save the horses.
No, yeah,
And I've been thinking about it for years now, like 6 or 7 years. I've had this movie like half written, but I need some help. I need some help and I need some encouragement. So if anybody knows for real. What else?
I have a
Did anything
few
happen?
Taylor-related things
All
here
right,
in our
let's
DMs.
get into them. Good.
Yeah. We have this. Fans are speculating that Taylor Swift will release an Eras Tour documentary called I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Since the end of the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart video, the name of the song appears copyrighted at the end, and songs are not copyrightable work.
Right. Okay. So we saw this, I think, right when the
and like at the end of like the Bejeweled music video just says Taylor Swift.
Yep.
At the end of the Lavender Haze just says Taylor Swift. I Can See You just says Taylor Swift. Karma just says Taylor Swift. So this is different for I Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
Right. So when the video first came out, people were saying this. They noticed it right away, of course.
Yeah.
And I think there could be some truth to it. I think that it's copyrighted for some reason. These are things that I don't know enough about legally to really like give an opinion on. Oh no. Why? People are saying no.
God damn, we get got.
What happened? No, but people have been saying
People are
this.
saying this is disproven. It's a copyright for Taylor Swift Productions following the song name. Go look at the other lyric videos from the same album.
Damn. Okay. Well, then never mind.
Every official lyric video has that mark. Copyright symbol always comes before what's copyrighted, not after. So it's just 2024 Taylor Swift. Oop.
Interesting.
Okay. Well, we just got got. Sorry, y'all.
Okay.
Just forget it. Just mind erase.
Yeah, forget everything we said.
Yeah,
forget everything we said. But you know what, though? I wouldn't be surprised if she didn't
name
use
it
that more. Like, use that for something else or use that for, I don't know, for other things, merch, any kind of branding, whatever. So if eventually that does seem to be copyrighted, we won't be surprised.
Yeah, that's true.
And I do think that there will be an Eras Tour documentary. We're on record thinking that.
Yes, pray to the Lord Jesus.
Who knows? And she does like to name it part of songs. Like her last documentary was called Miss Americana. So it's not out of the ordinary for her to do something.
That's
like
a good point.
So just keep it in mind.
And then another thing, QB Patrick Mahomes told NBC that Taylor Swift has been trying to learn more about the game of football and has even been drawing up a couple plays. She's really interested in football and she asks a lot of great questions, started drawing up plays. We might have to put one in. Imagine.
So here's my question.
The Swift catch.
The Swift 13. Swift 13.
Yeah, imagine.
It's going to be that. Here's the question, though. Do we think that Pat Mahomes is trolling? Is like joking? Like he's joking around, be like, yeah, she's really into it. She's even writing up a few plays.
That's
like,
funny.
When I saw that at first, I was
that.
like, no fucking way. I was like, really? Taylor's writing up plays? But if anybody can cross over and do literally everything and see something as a big picture, like it's her. Like I feel, if she's looking at plays. Say somebody were to hand us a book, a playbook, and explained every single play and like how it is and what's happening or whatever. I bet we could come up with one that maybe has been come up with before.
Right.
But like we could get the gist of it enough to come up with something that is plausible.
Right.
And now Taylor's a genius. So she sees these things and she as a visual person, she's a lyric person, like she sees the flow of things.
Right.
And maybe she comes up with a couple. But I do think that this may be a joke.
That's
like,
really, It would be, imagine like, Pat's,
so funny.
Pat's like mic'd up for a game and he's like, long live.
Long live.
Dear John.
Long live to Travis. Long live to Travis.
Yeah. That would be really, really funny.
It'd be so good. Oh, well, we're so excited because this upcoming Thursday is the first game.
It's fucking Eagles.
Thursday night. No
the
shit.
Eagles play on Friday, yeah.
Wait, the
Against
Eagles
the
play
Packers.
On Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but Thursday is Chiefs.
Oh.
Chiefs play on Thursday.
Oh, shit.
Who are they playing? I don't even know. But they are playing on Thursday. And
it's the first game of the season.
Thursday night.
Right,
and the Chiefs are playing.
Where the F?
I don't know who.
Let me look it up.
She's looking, but we are that is the beginning of our football dabble, our football career.
Yeah.
So
so stay tuned because we have
keep your
some
ears
fun
peeled.
stuff coming up. Oh, they play the Ravens. Oh, that'll be a good game.
Oh yeah, Baltimore.
Yep.
Yeah. My dad was saying on the phone that he feels good about
So,
Baltimore. I said, shut
They
the fuck
think
up.
Baltimore is gonna lose. We're learning
Okay.
some
We are.
gambling terms.
Should we give a little preview of what's to come?
Should we
Let's
say?
just say a
Okay,
little
sure,
preview.
Sure,
So
sure.
okay.
We have
been
something
talking
very
about-
exciting. Yeah.
Yes. We've been talking about how we were going to pull something together for football season.
Yeah.
How we're going to get into it, try to learn a little bit more about the game of football, which we are doing.
Yeah.
And in the process of doing that, we have a new bestie to introduce, new bestie on the scene.
Woohoo!
Woo! And it's DraftKings.
Yes.
So DraftKings will be working with us on a few different types of bets each week concerning the Chiefs, Taylor, whatever. They're lightly based around Taylor and the Chiefs. Like, it's just something that we're going to be paying attention to. We're going to be following, and we might bet on other teams, not just the Chiefs, not just whatever. But the bottom line is we're getting into betting, and we're going to have a little segment on the pod moving forward that's going to be talking about football and then talking a little bit about our experience learning how to bet.
Yep.
And it will be called
Draft Queens. Yep, genius.
So get excited. We're going to
It's
be
exciting.
Yeah.
And don't feel like this is going to be like, oh, we're going to be like, the spread is blah, blah, blah. And
No. No.
It's going to be very like layman's terms. Like,
Yes.
we're learning too, very much so. Like,
Yes.
I do DraftKings betting, but like, I do like, Aaron Judge is going to hit more than one home run. Like, it's very easy, like money line.
Low base
like,
stuff. Yeah.
Like,
I did a little practice this weekend with college football, and I did
nice.
just a couple of bets, and one hit, one didn't, but I really didn't like.
No,
I ended up
when
not
your
losing
bet
any money.
hits, it's like, yeah, it's the
know,
best
I know.
feeling. It's so funny. Like, I it was very, very confusing to me, and I've slowly started to learn some stuff. So I think once you guys start like learning some stuff, once you guys get involved, it's so fun, and like it's just a good way to, like, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but like getting myself involved in this way like makes me want to root for the Chiefs. Whatever. Like, obviously with Travis and
Absolutely.
Taylor, I still do, but like
Yeah.
when you have like the betting involved, it makes it fun, and
You have a little skin in the game.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
excited. It makes you excited. Like, I am someone who doesn't particularly care for football.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really. I'll watch like a professional game. College football is tough for me to watch. Holy shit, I was bored with college football. But I like watching the NFL.
Yeah.
I like following and paying attention to the players that we know about. And again, this is, we're primarily a gossip podcast, really.
Yeah.
And so we know
there's
all
a
the lore.
lot of NFL drama.
A lot of NFL
Yeah,
drama.
yeah.
So we're trying to insert ourselves in all of that, but at the same time, learning a little bit about the game of football and then also learning a little bit about betting. So a huge shout out to
So I think it'll be
DraftKings
fun.
for
So
partnering with us on this.
Yeah,
they were
shout
very
out
excited.
DraftKings.
We talked a little bit about this, I think,
Yeah.
about how we had the meeting with them and
And
we
it
were
was
so excited.
Yeah, we had a great
Yeah.
meeting with them. They are the nicest people.
kind.
And it was so refreshing to have like a Zoom call with all them, and it was all women. Like, they have
which
a
was
whole
awesome.
like,
by the
it was
way.
really
I think we
cool.
talked about that, but it was really cool. Like, and
They
just,
have like a
they're all
whole branch
excited.
like dedicated to
Yeah.
like just organically
Getting the
getting
girls
women
in.
involved, and it's awesome, and I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have the first Thursday game, and then Friday. I
Yep.
guess I'm just so focused on the Eagles.
I know,
because
yeah.
They're
But
playing
that's still good.
They're playing in Brazil.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Brazil. Oh no one's gonna be able to tweet about it. They took Twitter away from Brazil.
I know. Isn't that
Sad.
crazy?
It's kind of crazy.
Especially,
I'm
like,
surprised that it actually happened. Like, I
it's
feel like these rumors happen all
The
the time. but
Brazilians are like the number one stance.
I know. They're all upset too.
Cardi B tweeted. Did you see Cardi B's tweet?
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
These are all my fan accounts are
She's like,
Brazilian.
"Hey,
Like,
what the
bring them
fuck?"
back. Yeah, yeah. Like, who's gonna make my fan
Completely.
edits?
Completely.
It's crazy.
So yeah, shout out to our besties in Brazil.
yeah,
we miss
sorry
you.
guys,
We're
we
sorry.
miss y'all on Twitter.
We're so
They
sorry.
had some crazy fucking shit on Twitter.
Yeah, they say some crazy shit.
Yeah.
But they're also very funny. And so it's, but that sucks. That's sad.
Yeah.
So
they won't be able to live tweet the game.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
And that's devastating. But yeah, so tune in for Thursday's episode, which will of course be our voicemails and DMs as always. But we will also be doing our new segment, Draft Queens, sponsored by DraftKings, and we're
should get, like,
kicking
little
off football
crowns.
season. Yeah, we'd love that. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
okay.
I'll order some literally right as soon as we finish this.
And two things I want to bring up to hold us accountable because I want to do them.
Oh, good.
One, I want to make a video of us cooking. making Taylor's chai cookies.
Oh,
for
of course.
Fall.
Oh my God. Well,
yeah.
you know that I tried to make them and it was a disaster.
Oh,
So
really?
that'll be great. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. I was
redemption.
just so dumb. Yeah. Redemption.
And then
yeah.
I really, really, really want to go to a Kansas City game. Like,
we have to go.
I want to go
We
to Kansas
have
City.
to
I've been seeing so many videos of like people being like, Kansas City, like all these stores. Like, I think Kansas City is like kind of a poppin' city. So like,
that's what they
we
say.
need to go check it out.
They say it's popping off now
Yeah,
more than
yeah,
ever,
yeah.
especially with all the stuff going on. So we'll look and we'll pick a home game.
Yeah.
And maybe in
I'll
October.
look after this. Yeah.
And we'll
October.
maybe we'll ask our besties at Game Time and see what they have
good
to
idea,
say about
good
it.
idea.
They might let us go. And I've never been to an NFL game before, so I think that would be a great
Oh
first
my
NFL
God,
game,
wait,
right?
Totally.
So fun.
Yes.
So
okay,
I think we
for
should
sure.
we should definitely do that.
Okay, slay.
We have Miami on the horizon. We've got a busy couple of months coming
I know.
up.
October's
Busy,
cray-cray.
busy.
Yeah.
October's cray-cray. September's cray-cray.
Yeah.
And
My sister's
it's
getting
gonna be good.
married this month.
Yeah, Francesca's got that wedding going on. I
Yeah.
got Survivor going on.
Yeah,
That's
it's
gonna be-
crazy.
I'm
I know.
nervous.
I think
I'm
I may
nervous.
come to Chicago so
And
we can
just
do
be
it in
there,
person. Yeah, and then
I feel
'cause
like it might be good because we don't know the times that we're going to be filming Survivor and times
Yeah,
we're not
and
going to
then
be.
you don't
but
have
if
to
there's like
worry
a
about
minute
it.
where it's like let's just pop on,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just run
yeah.
into something
And
and do
then
quick.
because I have I'm seeing Gracie Abrams on that
yeah,
Friday. So
that's right. So
Yeah.
you're going to be there anyway.
Yeah.
So fabulous. Yeah. Now you have people to visit, people
right,
to see.
exactly.
So maybe work that in the plan.
Yeah.
But yeah. So business as usual. Lots of exciting things coming. Lots of fun things coming.
Yes.
Thank you to Scooter Braun's ego for bringing us to this point today.
Yes.
And I almost forgot that was the whole first half of the episode. I forgot about him already. My God.
I forgot that you
I
existed.
forgot that you existed, and I thought that it would kill me, but it didn't.
And it was so nice. That sounds so good.
So
peaceful and quiet. I forgot that you existed.
I did.
It
wasn't
isn't hate, it's just indifference.
Perfect. Love it. And we take that energy, we move it forward. If you would like to call in or to leave a voicemail or a message to us for Thursday's episode, the number is
347-450-0723. 347-450-0723.
You can leave us a message or you can text that number. You can
Yep.
also message the Taylor Watch Instagram
Yep.
account. We look at everything. And if you aren't featured, don't worry, you will be eventually.
Yes.
And we're excited to hear from you guys, and we're excited to hear what you guys think
Yes.
about all of this drama.
Please, yeah, let us know what you guys think because it's just crazy
It's something.
town. Yeah.
It's something.
Yeah.
So we will see you guys on Thursday.
Love you.
Love you.